Hello, my name is Travis Johnson. I'm in Seattle, Washington with congressional candidate Dave Christie, who's part of a slate of 6 LaRouche Democrats. Dave, last time we spoke, we were talking about the momentum that's happening around the country, especially around the Northwest, around getting the Glass-Steagall bill passed as a resolution, especially emergency resolutions, and a bunch of these local organizations. I want to talk to you again about what's happened since then, but also first, before we get into a lot of the specifics, what's the nature of this fight? What's the nature of the momentum around Glass-Steagall House Resolution 1489?
Right. Well, I would say this, that since we talked last, this was the week of LaRouche's webcast on Thursday, where he held no punches, went after the gutlessness of this Congress, the gutlessness of our institutions, who are playing a funny time schedule, or playing on a funny time schedule that doesn't exist in reality. Reality is the system is coming down, the Eurozone is ready to blow. They're talking quantitative easing 3, which will be another $1 trillion of hyperinflation. And this Obama administration is now in the works on getting a 9/11 Reichstag fire event to maintain the dictatorship so that Obama can maintain the power of this international financial cartel that controls him. And that is the issue. He has to be gotten out. We have to get Glass-Steagall in and get the economic recovery launched. But this Congress and our political institutions say they have another time schedule. They're in some other universe where they think that it's operating on what would be comfortable for them. And so what the slate of LaRouche Democrats has done as a nationwide movement is to find those who know that we're not on that time schedule. The time schedule is now, where people are getting, their lives are being destroyed. Some of these elderly that we talk to on the streets, they're facing the decisions between whether to buy food or medicine. And that as the budgets are being slashed, we go further into chaos and the destruction of living standards. So this idea of a time schedule that they think they have on Capitol Hill doesn't exist. It's what we're laying out. It has to be done now.
And a lot of the local organizations are figuring that out. 2 weeks ago, we had the King County Democrats Executive Board pass a resolution in support of Glass-Steagall. That bill, or that resolution, was modeled on the Multnomah County Democrats, which is the largest county in Oregon, where Portland is located. Since then, since these large organizations have passed it, what other specific groups, organizations have also followed up with a similar resolution?
Well, just up here, there's been now 5 of the legislative districts, which are, the smaller grassroots organizations for the Democratic Party. They have 5 legislative districts, the 30th and 32nd, about 2 weeks ago, and then last week, since we talked, we had the 11th, the 33rd, and the 5th legislative districts all pass endorsements of Glass-Steagall, calling on the Washington congressional delegation, but really calling on Congress to move on this, including at the Senate level, where, of course, 2009, we did have Cantwell move to put a Glass-Steagall resolution before Congress, which was crushed by the Obama administration. And then on Wednesday, the Northwest Central Labor Council of Whatcom and Skagit County, they endorsed a Glass-Steagall resolution, which the very next day, apparently there's some sort of resolution that had been passed in the California Labor Federation. So what we're finding is that at the grassroots, labor and the local party level, they also are not playing by what Congress thinks is their timetable. They're playing on that their immediate concerns of the collapse are crushing them, and they see us and say, all right, well, these guys are actually coming in saying, let's move, and whatever our previous differences may have been, we'll move with them because there's nothing else to do. And it's becoming the rally cry. Glass-Steagall is becoming the rally cry of those who know that it is Wall Street and this globalist banking cartel, which are, you know, crushing us. But so yeah, I would say that's been the motion around here.
With a lot of this motion that's happening, significant organizations passing this, why isn't any of the major media covering what's obviously the most important bill right now, and why LaRouche PAC is giving it full coverage like it should?
Well, I'll say this: LaRouche PAC is not media per se. It's our media outlet for a battle to crush the British Empire, the oligarchy, this international financial cartel. And that is what this slate of LaRouche Democrats are doing. We're not running campaigns of, you know, vote for me 2012. We're running a national coordinated mission, working with LaRouche and taking the torch of his presidential campaigns to crush this empire for good. Crush it forever, to wipe it off the face of the planet, to launch an era of economic development, an era of human creativity again. And what LaRouche PAC as a website represents is our reporting on this battle, the intelligence we're getting from the ground. And everything else that you're seeing in the media, of course, is run by our enemies, this British Empire crowd. So that's why you're not seeing anything. And it's imperative then that the people who tune into this website, who have been following this battle, that they back this thing with financial support, with organizing with us, calling up your congressmen, you know, joining this national mobilization. Because if we don't move quick, we know what the Obama administration is planned. We know that the cover-up of the 9/11 has continued, not just under Bush and Cheney, but now under Obama. They refuse to release the last portion, the last 28 pages of the report, which goes into the role of the British and Saudi operations on causing 9/11. So we must move quick, because this Obama administration is going for a coup, and it's going to be our policy which is the fight to crush what they represent, who controls Obama.
Okay, thank you very much, Dave.
Yeah.
And I'm Travis Johnson, signing off from Seattle, Washington.